Peace comes from being able to contribute the best that we have, all that we are, towards creating a world that supports everyone.
But it is also securing the space for others to contribute the best that they have and all that they are.
World peace can be achieved when power of love replaces the love of power.
Where justice is denied, where poverty is enforced, where ignorance prevails.
And where any one class is made to feel that society is an organized conspiracy.
To oppose, rob, and degrade them, neither persons nor property will be safe.
It's not enough to just talk about peace, it's important to believe in it, and it's not enough to just believe in it, it's important to work at it.
Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only lights can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that.
Violence is impractical because it is descending spiral ending in destruction for all.
It is immoral because it seeks to humiliate the opponent rather than win his understanding.
It seeks to annihilate rather than convert.
Violence is immortal as it thrives on hatred rather love.
It destroys community and makes brotherhood impossible. It leaves society in monologue rather than dialogue.
Violence ends up defeating itself.
It creates bitterness in the survivors and brutality in the destroyers.
The average level of global peacefulness deteriorated by 0.07% in the 2021 Global Peace Index. Although a relatively small deterioration, this is the 9th time in the last 13 years that global peacefulness has deteriorated. In the past year, 87 countries recorded an improvement in peacefulness, while 73 countries recorded a deterioration. 3 countries recorded no change in their overall score. The Middle East and North Africa region remained the world's least peaceful region. It is home to 3 of the 5 least peaceful countries. However, it recorded the largest regional improvement over the past year.
Europe remains the most peaceful region in the world. It is home to 8 of the 10 most peaceful countries, and no country in Europe is ranked outside the top half of the index. Peacefulness improved on average on the ongoing conflict domain, but deteriorated in both militarization and security and safety domains. And this was for the first time that the militarization domain experienced the largest deterioration.
At all the deteriorations of safety and security domains, there have been a number of indicators that improve, including internal conflicts and terrorist impact indicators. Deaths from terrorism have been decreasing for the past 6 years. The pandemic had a significant impact on levels of conflict and violence. The level of civil unrest rose in 2020, fueled in large parts by responses to government measures designed to stop the spread of coronavirus. Over 5,000 pandemic-related violent events were recorded from January 2020 to April 2021.
Since 2008, the level of global peacefulness deteriorated by 2%, with 75 countries recording a deterioration while 86 improved. The average level of global peacefulness has deteriorated for 9 of the past 13 years. The gap between the least and most peaceful countries continues to grow. Since 2008, the 25 least peaceful countries declined on average by 12.1%, while the 25 most peaceful countries improved by 4.3%.
Ongoing conflict deteriorated by 6.2%, while safety and security deteriorated by 2.5%. The improving trend of militarization was widespread, with 111 out of 163 countries included in the GPI improving. 87 countries reduced their military expenditure on the percentage of GDP, although the military spendings were saved in absolute terms.
The global economic impact of violence was $14.96 trillion public-private partnership in 2020, equivalent to 11.6% of global GDP or $1,942,000 per person. The year-on-year increase has primarily increased due to the higher level of military expenditures. From 2007 to 2020, 81 countries decreased their economic cost of violence, while 82 countries increased their economic cost of violence.
1 in 7 people globally cite crime, violence and terrorism as the greatest risk to their daily life. Only road accidents are seen as a bigger risks. Nearly 20% of the people who survived have experienced a serious violent crime in the last 2 years. Violence is the biggest risk to daily safety in 49 out of 142 countries. Nearly 50% of people in Afghanistan, Brazil, South Africa and Mexico see violence as the greatest risk to their life. On average, deficit countries that recorded increase in violence saw their GPI internal peace score deteriorated by 17.8% from 2009 to 2019. This is compared to 0.3% deterioration from the median countries on the GPI.
Despite the majority of the people fearing sustainable harm from violent crime, but some of the people think that this world is more safer. 75% of the people think that this is more and more safer than they did in 5 years ago. Authoritarian regimes have the highest reported rate of increased feeling of safety. 35% of people think that they are more safer in 2019 than in 2014. Countries that have high ranking negative peace than in a positive peace are called positive peace deficit. This is where a country records high level of peacefulness as sustained by its socio-economic development. Most countries with a positive peace deficit are found to be increase in violence. 69% of countries with a positive peace deficit with 20 places or more substantial deterioration in peace between 2009 and 2019. When the threshold is raised to 50%, then the percentage increases to 90%.
Looking forward, 30 countries recorded substantial positive peace deficit in 2019 and may deteriorate further in the coming years. Low level of corruption is the main positive pillar of positive peace, which is strongly correlated with all level of peacefulness. Improvement in this pillar can reduce the violence.
वैसे तो ऐसा लगता है कि आजकल के ज़माने में अमन नाम की कोई चीज़ नहीं है, क्योंकि इंसान अमन पसंद है ही नहीं। अगर इंसान अमन पसंद होता तो हमारी मूवीज़, कार्टून्स, खिलौनों में इतना वायलेंस ना होता। इंसान बुनियादी तौर पे लड़ाई पसंद करता है। एक मूवी है शेरलॉक होम्स, के अंदर भी डायलॉग है, डीप विद इन द ह्यूमन सबकॉन्शियस इज़ एन इनसेशिएबल डिज़ायर फॉर कॉन्फ्लिक्ट। तो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट अच्छा लगता है, लड़ मड़ के अच्छा लगता है हमें। अमन एक इलूसिव कॉन्सेप्ट है, बहुत कम है दुनिया में, कोशिश की जा सकती है, पर इसके लिए ज़रूरी है कि अगला भी राज़ी हो। और कई दफ़ा अमन हम जिस चीज़ को हम अमन समझते हैं वो अथॉरिटेरियनिज़म है। कभी कभार हम आज़ादी को कुचलने के लिए अमन का नाम इस्तेमाल करते हैं। तो बहुत सारी इलूसिव डिबेट है इसके अंदर। अमन अगर हासिल करना है तो जिससे आपको ख़तरा है, ख़दशा है, उससे तगड़ा होना ज़रूरी है। अमन ज़रूरी है, पर उसके लिए कमज़ोरी अच्छा लफ्ज़ नहीं है। अमन सिर्फ मजबूत लोग लेके आ सकते हैं, कमज़ोर बेगर्स हम नहीं ला सकते। सो अंडरस्टैंड विद दिस कि बहादुर बंदे का या बहादुर कौन का काम होता है अमन से काम लेना। और अमन के अंदर टॉलरेंस भी है, रिस्ट्रेंट है। अगर रिस्ट्रेंट नहीं है तो फिर और ताकत है तो फिर अमन नहीं हो सकता। इतनी सी बात है।
Peace is a beautiful gift which you can't give to others until or unless you give it to yourself. We often talk about peace at societal or group level, but to practice it, it is necessary that our inner self, our mental processes and our core should be at peace.
Dwight D. Eisenhower famously said, "Though force can protect in emergency, only justice, fairness, consideration and cooperation can finally lead the men to the dawn of eternal
Peace. Peace.
Peace.
Peace. Peace. Peace.
peace."